The world is still asleep. You open your eyes, not to a new day, but to a new version of yourself. The silence feels heavy, but it's the kind of silence that shapes warriors. Everyone's talking, posting, arguing, comparing. But the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest. You choose quiet. You choose growth. There comes a moment when you realize no one is coming to save you. No motivational quote. No perfect mentor. Just you, alone, staring at the gap between who you are and who you could be. They told you to play it safe, stay small, fit in, but there's a fire inside you that refuses to be tamed. Today, you stop apologizing for wanting more. Look at yourself. Really look. Not at the surface. Deeper. The person staring back either scares you or inspires you. There's no in-between anymore. Some people drain you. Some conversations steal your energy. Some habits keep you trapped. You don't owe anyone an explanation when you walk away from what's killing your spirit. While they laugh at your dreams, you're building in silence. While they gossip about your failures, you're learning in silence. While they celebrate too early, you're preparing in silence. 5 a.m., no excuses, no snooze button. Just you and the work nobody sees. This is where legends are forged, in the hours when mediocrity sleeps. Every rep you don't want to do builds character. Every run when your lungs burn teaches resilience. The body you're building is just a reflection of the mind you're strengthening. They stabbed you in the back. Used you. Lied to you. Good. Now you know exactly who doesn't deserve a seat at your table. Pain is just clarity wearing a brutal disguise. Stop scrolling through their highlight reel and comparing it to your behind the scenes. Their chapter 20 isn't your chapter 3. Your timeline is yours alone. There's a difference. Loneliness is painful. Solitude is powerful. In your alone time, you're not isolated. You're incubating the next version of yourself. Let them doubt. Let them whisper. Let them place bets against you. Every doubt is fuel. Every criticism is confirmation that you're doing something they're too afraid to attempt. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the engine. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going when every fiber of your being wants to quit. Put it down. All those notifications are designed to steal your focus. All those opinions are designed to dilute your vision. Protect your mental space like it's sacred ground, because it is. It's 2 a.m. and you can't sleep. Your mind races with fears, regrets, what-ifs. But here's the truth. Those late-night demons lose their power in the morning light. You're stronger than your darkest thoughts. They wrote you off. Called you finished. Counted you out. Perfect. The greatest comebacks happen when nobody's watching. Stay down there long enough to build an empire. That book you read, that junk food you didn't eat, that morning you chose discipline over comfort. These aren't small victories, they're the compound interest of greatness. Notice how different you feel when you're around certain people. Some drain your battery. Some recharge your soul. Choose your circle like you choose your future carefully. The person you were 6 months ago wouldn't recognize who you're becoming. That's not loss. That's evolution. That's proof you're doing it right. No Instagram stories, no status updates, no announcing your moves. Just quiet, relentless progress. The lion doesn't announce when it hunts. It just shows up with the kill. You failed, crashed, burned, humiliated yourself. Congratulations, you just paid tuition at the greatest school that exists. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the entry fee. Everything you want lives on the other side of fear. Every dream you chase demands you bury the old, safe version of yourself. Growth and comfort can't coexist. You don't have to keep people in your life just because you forgave them. Forgiveness frees you. Boundaries protect you. You can do both. Time, energy, money, attention. These are your currencies. Stop spending them on people and things that give you nothing in return. You're not selfish, you're strategic. They're not obstacles, they're proof. Proof that you're moving. Proof that you're threatening their comfort zone. Proof that you're worth talking about. Keep giving them something to discuss. The battle isn't out there. It's in your head, between the voice that says you can and the voice that says you can't. The voice you feed wins. Choose wisely. Everyone trains when the sun is shining. Everyone's motivated when things are easy. But champions, they show up in the storm. They train when everything hurts. Stop saying, I want to be successful. Start saying, I am someone who does what successful people do. The identity shift changes everything. You're not trying, you're being. That person who broke your heart. They didn't ruin you. They redirected you. Sometimes we're pushed out of situations we'd never leave on our own. Thank them and move forward. One day of work? Nothing. 1 week? Barely noticeable. 1 month? Some progress. 1 year? Unrecognizable. 5 years? Unstoppable. Time rewards the patient and punishes the impatient. Stop seeking approval from people who haven't walked your path. Stop explaining your vision to people who lack your sight. Your validation comes from results, not recognition. Fear will always be there. It whispers, what if you fail? But courage whispers back, what if you fly? The question isn't whether you'll feel fear, it's whether you'll move anyway. You can't start a new book if you keep rereading the last one. Close that chapter. Stop visiting memories that don't visit you. The past is a place of reference, not residence. Raise your standards and watch your life rise with them. What you tolerate, you'll never change. What you demand from yourself, you'll eventually become. Parties, drama, distractions, late nights, toxic relationships, you're not missing out. You're leveling up. Every no to distraction is a yes to your destination. There's a moment when everything shifts. When the work you did in private becomes public. When the seeds you planted bloom. When people ask, where did you come from? You didn't come from anywhere. You just stopped performing and started building. Funny how quiet they get when you start winning. The same people who doubted you now want advice. The same people who laughed now want access. Remember who believed in you when you were nothing. Your body is the vehicle for your dreams. Trash it with junk and neglect, and you'll never reach your destination. Fuel it, train it, rest it, respect it. What you consume mentally shapes your reality. Negative news, toxic social media, complaining friends. You're not being dramatic by protecting your peace. You're being smart. Even in the darkness, there's light. Even in the struggle, there's growth. Even in the pain, there's purpose. Gratitude isn't about ignoring reality. It's about seeing the whole picture. The bamboo tree grows underground for 5 years before breaking the surface. Then it shoots up 90 feet in 6 weeks. Your breakthrough isn't delayed. It's developing. Look around. Are your friends pushing you forward or holding you back? Are they celebrating your wins or secretly hoping you fail? You become the average of your circle. Choose elevation. When you're gone, what will they say? That you played it safe? That you never tried? Or that you lived fully, failed boldly, and died empty? Make your answer worth remembering. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't promised. This moment, right now, is all you have. Stop mourning the past. Stop fearing the future. Start dominating the present. You've been carrying weights that aren't yours. Expectations, judgments, other people's dreams projected onto your life. It's time to put them down. Your shoulders weren't built for their burdens. One day, you'll wake up and realize the struggle feels different. Not easier, but purposeful. The pain has meaning. The sacrifice has direction. That's when you know you're close. Results. Real, tangible, undeniable results. Not because you got lucky. Not because someone helped you. Because you stayed silent, stayed focused, and stayed committed when everyone else gave up. What once seemed impossible is now your baseline. What once terrified you is now your comfort zone. What once felt like sacrifice now feels like lifestyle. You didn't just change, you transformed. So here you are, at the crossroads. One path leads back to comfort, distractions, and regret. The other leads through fire, into greatness, toward the person you know you're meant to be. The choice has always been yours. Stop waiting for permission. Stop announcing your plans. Focus on yourself. Stay silent, and watch your entire life change. The world doesn't need another talker. It needs you, fully committed, fully focused, fully alive. Now move.